You Gagan?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. क्या
And
चल
what's
रहा है आजकल?
क्या चल रहा है? Just regular life यार. Mostly work and
So
the,
where exact? What do you do? Like काम क्या है तेरा?
my work profile is I'm content creation specialist and I'm working for Brainly. So it's a student application basically, which is very different from what I used to do in SIUK. Now it's more
ये
technical.
मेंशन करने की जरूरत नहीं थी. ठीक है, कोई बात
Now it's more technical.
नहीं. Nice, great.
And what are
And
you up to?
I have started my own thing. I
Hmm.
provide IELTS training, SOP
Hmm.
writing, LOR, and
Hmm.
education loan too.
Okay. Basically मेरा आइडिया चुरा लिया तूने मेरा फ्यूचर प्लान था
तेरा क्या आइडिया था ये?
I was at some point I was also thinking here I can do my own editing services SOPs LORs etc and I get
So I'm
in
more focused on IELTS, not that
IELTS
particular thing.
yeah
That is
yeah
just
yeah
a
yeah
kind of a branch के हाँ
hmm
ठीक है, लेकिन
hmm
मोस्टली पैसा मुझे IELTS से आता है,
okay
तो मैंने तेरा कोई
and
आइडिया नहीं छुपाया है.
ठीक I believe you
You have no other option.
mm.
ठीक है,
Okay
चल. Let's get started. So
hmm
we'll be talking about work, relationship, balance, and health also.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel Upbeat Life Yaks, where I plan to bring some positive and admirable changes in your life. So let's not waste time, cling on tight guys, and let's do some yakking.
तेरी health wise
hmm
कैसा चल रहा है सब कुछ?
health wise I mean I try and work out like 3 to 4 times a week. So I mean, I've gained some muscle, like I'm slightly bigger than I was before. But on the other side, there's more problems now, more stiffness. Body takes more time to recover. What else? More back pains, more neck pains. So
So this is because of your bodybuilding.
it could be possible. It could be possible because of the stress that body takes when you're doing weight training. So it's completely possible, but also we work mostly from our desks all the time, and also even at work we're just sitting on computers all the time. So uski wajah se your posture starts to go bad because you start to have this round shoulders on your
And
neck.
then you have this slouchy gait also that you walk like this.
Yeah, you start walking like this. So I mean that's one problem that I started having recently, that my neck had more problem. So yeah, I'm trying to build up like the upper rhomboids on the backside so I can cope up with those. So it's much better, but it's really common problem like people have with their neck, especially who work on computers all the time in a desk.
Not a good idea to just take a break for like 5-10 minutes and just move around your body a bit.
Absolutely,
कभी हाथ पैर
absolutely.
हिला लो.
Yeah. I mean, even at our work, like there's regulations, and it's actually regulations from the government. Like you have to take 10 minutes break or 5 minutes break every 1 hour. So when you're working on a computer,
Very
it's a
good.
good idea to go up, stretch, do something. But I think the people when they get busy with their work, it's just they forget that they need to do it. It's good to take 5-10 minutes break,
Short
but
breaks.
and also it's good to know what are good stretches for your back. So
That I keep on telling with others. Like I've started practicing yoga. So
mhm.
if you're not
How's it?
aware,
Yeah,
it's going great. And I'm not at a beginner level now. This I can
intermediate.
say. Somewhat.
Mhm.
So I started it in March, and now with a lot of dedication. Like people usually think, पता है कि I'm naturally born flexible person,
Mhm.
but this is because of my dedication and all that I have just moved into this, and it gives a real pleasure. पता है, like जब मैं अपना योगा वगैरह करके हटती हूँ, like calms my mind. It that is the happiest time when I'm working out, be it my leg exercise or be it my yoga. So
Mhm.
do you also feel the same thing like when you work out? Or it's just like
Pretty
a
much.
normal routine?
I mean, it's also part of the routine, but I mean, your body releases endorphins, and what else does it release?
Happy hormone, oxytocin.
I'm not sure about like the detail of the is it oxytocin, but endorphins, I'm sure body releases. So you kind of feel relaxed, like okay, like the stress has gone out. So it's more biological, but it just feels good,
हाँ.
you know. And also, I think a lot of positive emotions in my life come from working out because I have goals. Like I want to do this and I want to do that. So those achieving those goals, it kind of brings that
Become
positive side,
easier.
right? That I'm achieving something and I'm slowly moving towards something. And when once
Mhm.
you achieve it, it's you're in a much better mental place. So, like when I discuss with my friends about like feeling positive, most of the positive feelings you feel comes from your um, comes from attaining goals or in the pursuit of attaining goals. So you
हाँ.
have to have some goals if you want to feel positive. Like if you don't have any goals, you will feel
It will be
negative.
very boring.
Yeah, so you need to have some goals, and the goals really necessarily doesn't need to be just professional goals because I mean, even though work is a major part of your life, you can still have goals outside of work. So for me, having goals
Like
outside
what?
of work, huh?
Health? Like
Health,
what?
health could be one. Leisure time could be one.
Hmm.
Having a monthly plan that I'd like to go out do this once a month, and I'd like to go out do this twice a month or something
But
like.
don't you think that could be a part of your treat, like a kind of a treat after
Mhm,
achieving certain level of your goals? Like you
mhm,
work, you slog harder for the entire
mhm.
week, and then you treat yourself during the weekends. Like, okay, now I can plan and go out. Like that gives a sense of satisfaction and motivation. Can that be in that manner?
Absolutely. I mean, it's called positive reaffirmation or positive reward associated
Reward.
with. Yeah, but you also need to have you also need to make sure that you're actually achieving goals. It's not like weekend aa gaya, so I can do whatever I want because it's weekend
नहीं,
and
obviously.
I worked hard and पीछे देखा तो ओए करा तो मैंने कुछ है नहीं पूरे हफ्ते के अंदर but I'll treat myself. So
नहीं, ऑब्वियसली ना, मतलब आप वो 1 घंटे का भी कर सकते हो। इट्स नॉट लाइक कि अच्छा मुझे नेटफ्लिक्स देखना है तो पहले मैं ये काम खत्म कर लूँ जो मेरा पेंडिंग है, उसके बाद आई विल जस्ट गो एंड वॉच दिस पर्टिकुलर सीरीज जो कि मैं
yeah.
2-3 घंटे कंटिन्यूअसली आई कैन वॉच।
Hmm. Absolutely. I mean, you need your leisure time, even if it's during the week or even if it's at the end of the week. So for me, it actually, I mean, I'm not the best in like um, planning and achieving certain things. Like, I'm
वो
not the
तो कुछ
best.
पहले
Like,
भी नहीं था।
exactly. I don't do 100%, but I do 80%. So it's still something. So I make sure that I have those certain things in my calendar that I have to do, and then in between, it's my time. Like then I can do whatever I want. When we had decided to like do this meeting, it's
हाँ हाँ।
really important. I put it in my calendar, then I know I'm doing it.
Even I did the same. Like I just jot down everything, whatever I'm going to do in the entire day. If it is
Mhm.
not fixing up in my day, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to fill like even from it doesn't have to fill all your day. It just certain part
Exactly.
of your day which is filled with responsibility. So it could be, I don't know, it could be 3 hours of something you have to do.
Attainable
Exactly.
responsibilities.
I mean, you have to clean your house, you have to clean your room, you have to clean your apartment, you have to take out trash. I mean, for me, I have to do these things because yeah, I
Basic.
live.
For you, it
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like basic ones, na?
yeah, because I don't live with family, so I have to prepare like my shopping
फैमिली
list,
के साथ
my
रहने
food.
का फायदा, लेकिन
Huh?
ये भी है कि यू आर मोर रिस्पॉन्सिबल नाउ, राइट? लाइक यू आर नॉट
फैमिली के
लिविंग
साथ
विद योर
रहने का
फैमिली।
एब्सोल्युटली
फायदा मुझे
फैमिली।
है, बट देन बीइंग रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी वैसे भी आ जाएगी अगर आप फैमिली के साथ रहते हो, बट मेजरली इज दिस अ थिंग विद गाइज ओनली ना, कि दे आर नॉट मेच्योर और रिस्पॉन्सिबल इनफ के they should take certain decisions correctly at correct time. ऐसा होता है इन जनरल 80% लड़कों के साथ
एब्सोल्युटली।
ऐसा होता है। तो तेरे साथ हुआ कुछ अच्छा पॉजिटिव मैनर में दैट यू आर नॉट स्टेइंग विद योर फैमिली, नाउ यू आर टेकिंग केयर ऑफ योर हेल्थ, लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स?
Oh yeah. I can talk about it like all day. It's a common scenario in India. So,
इट्स
I mean, it's not even in India, it's common scenario all over the world. So, what mothers do is they tend to put too much energy into their kids and they don't want them to grow up. And so, what happens with men in our culture, especially, is they don't grow up until they're like 30, 35s, which you see when you
दे
move to
डोंट
West.
वांट टू एक्चुअली।
They don't want to because they're not given the freedom. Like even अभी मेरे जो दोस्त हैं जो इंडिया में रहते हैं, they still think too much about यार what will their parents think and what will their mom think or what will their dad think, and that hampers with their judgment and decision making because eventually you have to take decisions. Sometimes, like I made decisions all the time that my parents didn't like, and eventually it was for me. It the end result was much better. And I'm actually in a much better relationship with my family than I was before because I just did what I wanted to do and I had to do to be where I am. So if I was listening to my family all the time, I'd be still living in Delhi, depressed,
Working in SIUK.
working in some shitty company and just mad like at everything. So
But Gagan, it's like not with everyone. Like तेरे साथ अलग था, but then other
mhm,
people can also try to grow up. Like you have different perspective. The other person can
mhm,
also grow in that particular environment
mhm,
only if they try to change the perspective of their parents. अगर वो चाहें तो अपने पेरेंट्स से बात कर सकते हैं. See, this is what I don't want. Like this is what I have done.
mhm,
Right? I have grown a lot. Like not because ठीक है लड़कियों के साथ अलग है, विल डोंट डिस्कस दैट, बट सबके साथ पेरेंटल प्रेशर सबके साथ होता है. It is
mhm,
like how you choose to live and how you actually make your parents understand about it, like how what you are thinking, what you really want to achieve in life, whether that is achievable or not. You need to discuss.
mhm.
वो
I mean,
वैसे भी हो
you
सकता है if you are staying with your family also.
you can to a certain degree. What I can tell you is from understanding of psychology is I think it's Rogerian perspective that um, if you want to make any relationship better, like both people in the relationship should want that to happen. So even if with your
Hmm.
parents, they would also be willing to make those changes. So the relationship between you and your parents is better.
Yeah,
But
agree. Yes,
but in
it
most
has to be
cases,
mutually.
it has to be mutual. But in most cases, parents do not want to change.
पर वो चेंज इम्पोर्टेंट होता है ना, माँ बाप को बोलना पड़ेगा कि यार थोड़ा आपको चेंज होना पड़ेगा, आपको पर्सपेक्टिव चेंज करना पड़ेगा. जैसे कि मैं बोल देती हूँ कभी कभी मम्मी को, लाइक माई मम
Mhm,
कभी कभी ना वो जजमेंटल हो जाती हैं, और वो नॉर्मल
mhm,
है. 100% औरतों का यही सीन है हमारी
mhm,
कंट्री में. तो उनको जब समझाया जाता है कि हाँ आप ऐसे मत करो किसी को जज, तो वो
mhm,
समझ जाती है.
mhm,
तो दिस इज व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से कि अगर आप ट्राई करो, म्यूचुअली
mhm,
दोनों तरफ से काम हो रहा है, देन इट
mhm.
कैन रियली वर्क लाइक वंडरफुली. बट
वो
देन
समझ
अगर
yeah, sorry. I understand what you're trying to say. वो समझ जाते हैं, but to a degree that they won't say when it's necessary, but but still it doesn't
they
change
say
their
in the back of
psyche.
their mind.
Exactly. So I'm not saying that it's everybody, because some parents do end up adapting to their children's need and what they
Hmm.
want, but regular problems you face with your family.
Ah, I don't know.
Ma ma
Maybe
marriage issues,
no यार, no marriage issues, that's the
बंद कर दिया.
basic thing. नहीं बंद नहीं करा है. Shut up. वो ढूंढ रहे हैं, but the thing is कि मुझे कोई स्पेसिफिक कस्टमाइज बंदा चाहिए जो कि अपनी लाइफ में ड्रिवन हो, जिसके गोल्स हो, एस्पिरेशंस हो ना, और ठीक ठाक दिखता भी हो, पढ़ा लिखा हो,
Mhm,
और मोटिवेटेड हो, तो ताकि मुझे भी मोटिवेट कर पाए बस.
mhm. Amazon पे
जूते भी
सर्च नहीं
अच्छे
किया?
पहनता हो. अमेजोन.
फ्लिपकार्ट, अमेजोन कहीं तो बैठा होगा.
है ना. नहीं तो
Mhm,
शादी वादी का कुछ है नहीं, वो ढूंढ रहे हैं, लेट्स सी कब होता है. अभी फिलहाल दे हैव गिवन मी दिस फ्री थिंग के जाओ, पैसे कमाओ, जो करना
mhm,
है कर.
mhm,
This is so what exactly my point was ना, when you said कि तेरा पेरेंट्स का रिलेशनशिप अब बेटर हुआ है जाके, when you have moved out and you have started living on your
mhm,
own terms and things, and they have also understood कि हाँ ठीक है, it's okay,
mhm,
मेरे बेटे की लाइफ है, let him enjoy the way he wishes to. मैं उसी पर्सपेक्टिव में कह रही
mhm,
थी कि दिस इज व्हाट, without me moving out of my house, this is how I felt now. I started feeling this way. जैसे तू अभी
mhm,
फील कर रहा है, नाउ आई हैव स्टार्टेड फीलिंग इट विद माय फैमिली. सो वही मैं समझना चाह रही थी कि कैसे साइकी बदल जाती है पेरेंट्स की, कि इतना फ्रीडम हो जाता है, इतना फ्री थिंकिंग हो जाते हैं अचानक से. अर्लियर दे वर नॉट लाइक
mhm.
दैट. और मे
Yeah,
बी
yeah, yeah.
मैं बहुत ज़्यादा ऐसी नहीं थी, मुझे पता ही
Mhm,
नहीं था मेरा गोल क्या है. तो नाउ आई नो, एंड आई
mhm,
रियली डोंट हैव टाइम टू स्पेंड अननेसेसरली,
mhm,
लाइक बेसिक
mhm,
चीज़ें कि आप डेटिंग ऐप पे जाके चैट कर लो, ये कर लो. नहीं.
mhm.
सो माय रिलेशनशिप विद माय फैमिली इज ओके.
Okay.
हाँ, स्टिल आई
It's,
एम नॉट अलाउड टू गो आउट टू हैव अ नाइट ओवर एट माय फ्रेंड्स प्लेस. ये अभी भी है.
I mean, that's for security reasons, like understandable.
हाँ.
Yeah.
वो है, दैट इज फाइन,
Mm-hmm.
और मुझे कुछ का फर्क भी नहीं पड़ रहा, लाइक आई एम
Mm-hmm.
फ्री टू गो आउट मीट माय फ्रेंड्स वॉट एवर आई विश टू, बट देन एक
Mm-hmm.
रात आप कहीं और ठहरोगे या घर में ठहर जाओ, क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think we've crossed through that phase when you want to rebel
हाँ,
and do all those
एग्जैक्टली।
things. Because I mean,
आप मुझे क्यों
I
नहीं
think
भेज रहे हो, क्यों नहीं भेज रहे हो, बताओ बताओ बताओ, ऐसा वाला
yeah,
नहीं है,
yeah,
ठीक
yeah.
है,
I mean,
कोई बात नहीं।
yeah. I mean, I've done almost everything I needed to do as a young person that I needed to. So it's not even a problem. Like